So no pressure, even though we have a little, game show music going on. So I guess we'll start with Leigh.
Okay.
Some folks are familiar with CCAP Loaves and Fishes, but not everyone. So let our listeners know what you guys do.
Okay. So CCAP Loaves and Fishes for over 40 years has been serving low-income and underserved people of Berkeley County by providing supplemental food, rental assistance, utility assistance, shoes so that they can go to work because some employers require certain kinds of shoes, and prescriptions. We help with prescriptions. So that's what we basically do. We have a food pantry, and
I think a lot of people know you guys as the food pantry.
Yes,
right.
Yes, and that is our main bread and butter.
She said bread and butter. Love it.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been in the community then?
Since 1982.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that is a long time to be serving.
Yeah.
How many thousands of people do you think you?
Oh, total, I couldn't even begin. But last year we saw, let's see, I have it here somewhere. Oh, in 2023, we provided 4,855 individual services to people. Yeah.
How game-changing is it for someone who has fallen on hard times? We know there are perceptions of people who need things that sometimes it's of their own volition, but there are legitimately people who a series of bad events have happened.
Sure.
And what kind of a game changer can it be?
Oh, it can. As far as rental assistance, we're one of the only, if not the only, nonprofit in the area that provides assistance to keep people in their homes. And it is a game changer. If they can stay in their home another 30 days to work out their finances, work with their landlord, maybe find another place to live or whatever instead of being homeless, that's just a huge thing for someone.
The trickle-down effect of being homeless, especially if you've got small children, the trajectory of their lives can be altered forever.
Absolutely.
And if it's just a utility payment or shoes for work.
Right. And you think that's a simple thing, shoes for work, but if they can't have the shoes, then they can't work. And so, that's a hand up. You always hear that expression, but that is truly a hand up that gets them back on their feet.
So how are you funded right now?
We are generously funded by this community through individuals, churches, corporations, nonprofit organizations. I mean, Berkeley County has stepped up and taken care of us all these years. Well, taking care of, not us, but taking care of those in need.
You guys are the hands of that, though.
Yes.
Obviously, how many folks do you have on a given distribution or packing day or whatever you guys do? How many volunteers do you have?
We have about 75 volunteers, and the organization is 100% volunteer run. We don't have anyone on the payroll.
No overhead.
No.
Wow.
Well, we have overhead in terms of rent. We have a very low rent, very generously offered to us by Otterbein United Methodist Church. We have, other little administrative things, but our administrative costs are very low because we have all volunteers.
So we know that CCAP Loaves and Fishes folks have been able to donate food drives and all of that.
Yes.
But for the Unity campaign, these are material goods. These are monetary donations. What is your campaign goal, and what is that money going to be used for?
Actually, I don't know the goal. Isn't that terrible? But
just give till it hurts.
Just keep giving. But probably primarily to rent and to utilities. That is probably it's amazing how many people come in every month for rent. And, rental costs in Berkeley County just keep going up. There's not a lot of affordable housing here, and it makes it really tough on people.
Would you call it a housing crisis?
Probably, I think to an extent, yeah. I mean, it's really, rent is high here. And most of our clients, the majority of our clients are working. And a lot of them are senior citizens. We see a lot of senior citizens who are struggling.
It's hard to have margin if your rent keeps going up.
Yes, right.
So do you know what your number is?
Oh, yes, I do. Unity number 2032.
All right. So thank you so much. That was Liegh Fleming from CCAP Loaves and Fishes.